Several Texas Republicans are now pushing a House resolution condemning the Texas Democratic Party for refusing to stand against blatant racism, really blatant, after a measure came out. Lamar County Democratic Party rejected the resignation. They said, no, you can't resign, to County Chair Gary O'Connor, who tried to resign after referring to South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, called him an oreo on social media. Joining us now is the lawmaker who introduced that resolution, which has been widely praised in the state of Texas. Congressman Pat Fallon back with us here on the show. Congressman, nice to see you again.
Oh, thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. Good morning, Rob, Rachel.
Yeah, good to see you. I mean, only the Democrats could get away with something like this. So take us through what's going on here, basically. He referred to him as an Oreo cookie. And Gary O'Connor, I don't see how he can possibly continue to serve after making a comment like that.
Well, Rob, let's break it down into its simplest form. We have a white man who condemns a black man because the black man has a different opinion and worldview of the white man. So the white man insults him with a very, reductive and unforgivable insult, so
right.
Racial slur.
Racist, yeah.
And, I mean, that's KKK 101. And we called for his resignation immediately thereafter. After about a week of heat from folks exposing him across the country, he resigned, but it was a big shell game. And his precinct chairs didn't accept his resignation, as if we have indentured servitude where he is forced to serve. He doesn't have to serve. He can walk away. He chose not to. So there's folks up in Lamar County that believes it was all a ruse to begin with. It's disgusting.
It's totally disgusting. It's kind of basically this white man happens to be a Democrat, so that somehow makes it okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, apparently, again, if the Democrats, particularly in Lamar County, didn't have double standards, they would have no standards at all. We need to hold everyone to account. So what our resolution does is it condemns racism as a whole. It also condemns the Texas Democratic Party for being radio silent on this entire issue. And it condemns the Lamar County Democrats as well for not taking any action whatsoever and trying to look the other way, and avoid and dodge. When, you know what, I guess maybe it's because Republicans are the party of personal responsibility and the Democrats aren't.
Exactly. By the way, there are many African-American members that Gary O'Connor, has to serve with. I just don't understand how he can serve effectively the people of Texas after something like this happens. And it's right there, literally in black and white for all of us to see, the comment.
And Rob, he meant to cut deep with that. It wasn't like he misspoke.
Exactly. Or
it was just an off-color joke or something he was meaning no harm. He meant harm. He meant to cut very deep. And Tim Scott is a great American. In fact, I talked to him. He was in Texas yesterday, and we visited on this. And he wanted the Lamar County Republicans to know that he really appreciated them standing with him and having his, as we say in the military, having his six, getting his back.
Yeah.
And Tim's just a wonderful man.
I'm glad to hear that, and hopefully something does happen, and the Democrats are really, hopefully something forces their hand, interviews like this and more exposure. But it really is, when I read it, I didn't quite believe it. And then, when I saw what you were doing, I couldn't believe